What is knitting?
A textile craft creating fabric from yarn using 2 or more needles.
What is crochet?
A textile craft creating fabric from yarn using a single hook.
What is the main difference between knitting and crochet?
Knitting uses needles and 1 row of active stitches. Crochet uses 1 hook and 1 active stitch.
What is a stitch?
A loop of yarn forming the basic unit of knitted or crocheted fabric.
What is a knit stitch?
The basic stitch made by drawing yarn through a loop from front to back.
What is a purl stitch?
The reverse of the knit stitch, drawn back to front.
What is stockinette stitch?
Alternating rows of knit and purl creating smooth V's on one side.
What is garter stitch?
Knit every row, creates a ridged texture identical on both sides.
What is ribbing?
Alternating knits and purls in a column for stretch.
What is 1 times 1 ribbing?
Single knit, single purl alternation.
What is 2 times 2 ribbing?
2 knits, 2 purls alternation.
What is seed stitch?
Alternating knit and purl every stitch and row.
What is cable stitch?
Twisting stitches over each other for braided appearance.
What is lace knitting?
Patterned holes created by yarn overs and decreases.
What is yarn over, yo?
Wrapping yarn over the needle creating an eyelet for lace.
What is knit 2 together, K2 tog?
A right-leaning decrease.
What is slip slip knit, SSK?
A left-leaning decrease.
What is purl 2 together, P2 tog?
A purl side decrease.
What is gauge?
Stitches and rows per inch, critical for sized garments.
What is the importance of swatching?
Test gauge before starting a project.
What is the typical swatch size?
4 by 4 inches in pattern stitch.
What is yarn weight?
Thickness category, lace, fingering, sport, DK, worsted, Aran, bulky, super bulky.
What is fingering weight?
Thin yarn for socks, lace, lightweight garments.
What is worsted weight?
Medium yarn, the most common.
What is bulky weight?
Thicker yarn for fast, warm projects.
What is fiber content?
The material of the yarn, wool, cotton, alpaca, acrylic, silk, linen.
What is wool?
Sheep fiber, warm, elastic, traditional.
What is merino?
A soft, fine wool, gentler on skin.
What is alpaca?
Soft, warm, less elastic than wool.
What is cashmere?
Luxuriously soft fiber from cashmere goats.
What is mohair?
Fluffy fiber from Angora goats.
What is cotton?
Plant fiber, cool, less elastic, prone to stretching.
What is linen?
Plant fiber, durable, gets softer with use.
What is silk?
Insect fiber, lustrous, strong, low elasticity.
What is acrylic?
Synthetic fiber, durable, easy care, less breathable.
What is the difference between worsted and woolen?
Worsted is smooth and sleek, woolen is fuzzy and lofty. Preparation methods.
What is needle material?
Wood, bamboo, metal, plastic, each has different feel.
What is the difference between bamboo and metal needles?
Bamboo grips yarn, good for beginners. Metal is slick, faster.
What is needle size?
Diameter of needle affects stitch size with given yarn.
What is the typical US/UK/metric needle scale?
US/UK use numbers, metric uses in mem, e.g., US 8 equals 5 millimeters.
What is a circular needle?
Two tips connected by a flexible cable.
What is the use of circular needles?
Both flat and round, in the round, knitting, supports heavy projects.
What is double-pointed needles, DPNs?
Small sets of needles for small circumference work, socks.
What is magic loop?
A technique using one long circular needle for small circumferences.
What is a yarn over, cast on?
Adding yarn loops to start knitting.
What is longtail cast on?
A popular two-strand cast on for elastic edges.
What is knit cast on?
Cast on using knit stitches, simple but tight.
What is cable cast on?
Cast on between stitches, creates corded edge.
What is bind off, cast off?
Securing stitches at the end of work.
What is the typical bind off?
Knit 2, pass first over second, repeat.
What is stretchy bind off?
For ribbing and lace, preserves elasticity.
What is the role of blocking?
Wetting and shaping finished work to set stitches.
What is wet blocking?
Soak, gently squeeze, pin to shape, dry.
What is steam blocking?
Apply steam, not pressing, good for synthetic fibers.
What is the role of blocking lace?
Opens up holes and reveals patterns, essential.
What is a knitting pattern?
Written instructions for a project.
What are pattern abbreviations?
Standardized shortcuts, K equals knit, P equals purl, SL equals slip, stay equals stitch, etc.
What is a chart?
A grid representing pattern stitches visually.
What is the reading direction of a chart?
Right to left for right side rows, left to right for wrong side.
What is the right side, RS?
The side intended to be visible.
What is the wrong side, WS?
The reverse side.
What is the role of stitch markers?
Indicate pattern repeats, starts of rounds.
What is a row counter?
Mechanical or app tool tracking rows.
What is the typical project flow?
Pattern swatch cast on knit finish block.
What is a sweater's anatomy?
Body, sleeves, neck, hem, cuffs.
What is top-down construction?
Knitting from neck downward, allows length adjustment.
What is bottom-up construction?
Knitting from hem upward, classic approach.
What is seamless construction?
No sewing required, popular contemporary approach.
What is the typical seamed construction?
Knit pieces flat, sew together, can give crisp shape.
What is raglan sleeve?
Diagonal seam from neck to underarm.
What is set-in sleeve?
A traditional rounded sleeve attached to body opening.
What is drop shoulder?
A simple construction with no shaping at the shoulder.
What is yoke?
A circular or shaped panel around shoulders.
What is color work?
Knitting with 2 or more colors.
What is fair isle?
Stranded color work from the Shetland Islands.
What is intarsia?
Color blocks of solid color, new yarn each block.
What is stranded knitting?
Carrying yarn behind the work for color work.
What is the float?
The strand of unused color carried behind work.
What is the rule don't carry too far?
Long floats can snag, trap them or use intarsia.
What is fair isle's typical pattern repeat?
Small, regular, often 2 color per row.
What is duplicate stitch?
Embroidery imitating knit stitches, for small color details.
What is mosaic knitting?
Color work using slipped stitches, 1 color per row.
What is brioche stitch?
A double layer ribbing with depth.
What is sock construction?
Cuff, leg, heel, foot, toe.
What is the heel turn?
Short row shaping at the heel.
What is short rows?
Partial rows used for shaping, heels, busts.
What is the typical heel types?
Heel flap and gusset, short row heel, afterthought heel.
What is Kitchener stitch?
A grafting technique joining live stitches invisibly.
What is the use of Kitchener?
Sock toes, shoulder seams, seamless join.
What is the typical sock yarn?
Fingering weight with nylon for durability.
What is felting?
Wool fibers shrinking and bonding when agitated in heat.
What is intentional felting?
Knitting larger, then felting to desired dimensions.
What is superwash wool?
Treated to prevent felting, machine washable.
What is the rule for washing knits?
Gentle, lay flat to dry, follow yarn label.
What is frogging?
Ripping out work, rip it, rip it.
What is tinking?
Unknitting stitch by stitch, knit backwards.
What is the role of mistakes?
A learning opportunity, everyone frogs.
What is a lifeline?
A thread run through a row to prevent unraveling past it.
What is the role of stitch markers?
Mark pattern, repeats, increases, decreases.
What is a stitch dictionary?
A book of stitch patterns to mix into designs.
What is the design process?
Concept swatch measurements math instructions.
What is Ravelry?
A social platform and pattern database for knitters and crocheters.
What is the typical beginner project?
Scarf, washcloth, simple hat.
What is the role of practice?
Comfort with needles takes hours, muscle memory develops.
What is the role of tension?
Consistent stretch on yarn affects gauge and appearance.
What is rowing out?
Inconsistent purl rows showing in stockinette, tension issue.
What is the typical beginner mistake?
Holding yarn too tight or loose, tension comes with practice.
What is the role of YouTube tutorials?
Visual learning shortcut, many techniques shown clearly.
What is the role of in-person classes?
Yarn shops often offer beginner classes, helpful for troubleshooting.
What is the typical knitting community?
Local yarn shop, LYS, online forums, knit night groups.
What is crochet hook size?
From very small, thread crochet, to large, jumbo yarn.
What is a chain crochet?
Foundation row of slipknot loops.
What is single crochet, US?
Shortest stitch after slip stitch, sturdy fabric.
What is double crochet, US?
A medium height stitch.
What is treble crochet, US?
A taller stitch.
What is the US versus UK crochet naming difference?
UK terms are one-off from US, e.g., US single equals UK double.
What is slip stitch, crochet?
Joining or moving stitches without height.
What is a chain stitch, crochet?
Foundation row, loop made by drawing yarn through previous.
What is amigurumi?
Small crocheted, or knit, stuffed toys, Japanese origin.
What is the typical amigurumi method?
Tight crochet with smaller hook than yarn label suggests.
What is magic ring crochet?
A starting loop allowing closure of center.
What is granny square?
A traditional crochet motif made of clusters.
What is the typical granny square use?
Blankets, garments, bags.
What is join as you go, JOIG?
Connecting motifs during the last round to avoid sewing.
What is Tunisian crochet?
A hybrid using a long hook combining knit and crochet techniques.
What is the typical Tunisian fabric?
Dense, knit-like with a curling tendency.
What is the typical hook material?
Metal, plastic, wood, ergonomic.
What is the role of an ergonomic hook?
Reduces hand fatigue with cushioned grip.
What is repetitive strain?
Risk for both crafts, take breaks and stretch.
What is the role of posture?
Sit with back support, hold work at appropriate height.
What is the role of light?
Good lighting reduces eye strain and errors.
What is the typical lifetime of a project?
Days for simple, months for complex, pace varies.
What is WIP, work in progress?
Ongoing project.
What is UFO, unfinished object?
A project set aside indefinitely.
What is stash?
A knitter/crocheter's yarn collection.
What is SABLE?
Stash acquired beyond life expectancy, humorous self-aware acronym.
What is yarn snob?
A knitter strongly preferring natural fibers, gentle joke.
What is the role of natural versus synthetic debate?
Personal preference, both have merits.
What is the role of sustainability?
Natural fibers, mindful consumption growing in importance.
What is yarn fume?
The intoxicating allure of new yarn.
What is knitting in public?
Common practice, encourages community.
What is the role of meditation in knitting?
Repetitive motion can be calming and mindful.
What is the role of multitasking?
Many enjoy knitting while watching TV or commuting.
What is the typical project planning?
Choose pattern, buy yarn, dye lot, gather notions.
What is dye lot?
Batch of yarn dyed together, different lots vary slightly in color.
What is the rule buy more than you need?
Yarn from different dye lots may not match.
What is yardage?
Length of yarn needed, check pattern carefully.
What is a yarn label key info?
Weight, fiber, yardage, needle size, gauge, washing instructions.
What is the role of notions?
Stitch markers, tapestry needle, scissors, gauge ruler.
What is a tapestry needle?
Blunt needle for sewing seams and weaving in ends.
What is weaving in ends?
Hiding yarn tails by threading through stitches.
What is the role of weaving in?
Securing yarn, aesthetic finish.
What is duplicate stitch weaving?
Weaving ends along stitch path for invisibility.
What is magic knot?
Joining two yarn ends securely with minimal weaving.
What is the rule join in inconspicuous places?
Less visible in body of work or seam.
What is felted join?
Wool-only joining method by felting ends together.
What is the role of pattern designers?
Professionals creating patterns for sale or community.
What is the role of test knitters?
Volunteers checking patterns before publication.
What is tech editing?
Professional review of patterns for accuracy.
What is errata?
Corrections to published patterns.
What is the role of charts in modern patterns?
Visual representation alongside or instead of text.
What is the typical knitting magazine?
Vogue Knitting, Interweave Knits, Pom Pom, others.
What is the typical pattern source?
Magazines, books, online, Ravelry, Etsy, designer sites.
What is free pattern availability?
Many designers offer free patterns alongside paid.
What is the rule of copyright?
Patterns are copyrighted. Selling finished objects has gray areas.
What is the cottage industry exception?
Some designers allow small-scale selling of finished items.
What is knit-along, KAL?
A community event knitting the same pattern together.
What is the role of Instagram and TikTok?
Major communities sharing projects and tutorials.
What is the role of patience?
Both crafts reward sustained engagement.
What is the role of starting small?
Build skills with small projects before tackling sweaters.
What is second sock syndrome?
Reluctance to make the matching sock after the first.
What is the prevention?
Magic loop or two at a time techniques.
What is knitter's elbow?
Repetitive strain from extensive knitting, take breaks.
What is the role of stretching?
Hand and forearm stretches prevent injury.
What is yarn vomit?
The tangled center pull from a yarn ball.
What is the typical solution?
Pull from the outside or use yarn bowl.
What is a yarn bowl?
A bowl designed to control yarn while crafting.
What is the role of a project bag?
Keeps projects contained and portable.
What is knitter's friend?
Specialty notion holder or pouch.
What is the role of a row counter?
Tracks repeats, physical or app-based.
What is TV knitting?
Simple projects, garter, plain stockinette, for low attention.
What is the role of complexity in knitting?
Match project to attention available.
What is the rule? Have a simple and a complex project.
One for distraction, one for focus.
What is the typical project lifespan?
Worn for years if cared for, family heirlooms possible.
What is the role of fiber quality?
Better fibers age more gracefully.
What is pilling?
Surface fuzzballs, common with shorter fibers.
What is the role of depilling?
Use a sweater stone or comb to remove pills.
What is the role of storage?
Clean, dry, with cedar or lavender to deter moths.
What is moth damage?
Wool moths can devour wool, prevention with sealed storage.
What is the rule? Store clean.
Body oils and food residue attract pests.
What is sustainable yarn sourcing?
Local mills, mulesing free wool, recycled fibers.
What is indie dyers?
Small batch hand dyers selling unique yarns.
What is fiber festival?
Events celebrating wool and yarn, major social events.
What is the takeaway of knitting and crochet?
Quiet, meditative crafts producing useful, beautiful, lasting objects with patience and care.
What is yarn over needle technique?
Standard wrap for European/English knitting.
What is yarn over finger technique?
Continental knitting, some find faster.
What is the difference between English and continental?
English throwing has yarn in right hand, continental picking in left.
What is Portuguese knitting?
Tensioning yarn around the neck, gentle on wrists.
What is stranded versus intarsia trade-off?
Stranded handles many colors per row, intarsia for blocks.
What is Faroe versus Norwegian?
Both stranded but with regional patterns and color usage.
What is the role of two-handed knitting?
One color per hand for stranded work.
What is Russian join?
A yarn join technique without weaving in ends.
What is Russian bind-off?
A stretchy bind-off, good for ribbing.
What is Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind-off?
Another popular stretchy bind-off.